Real quick, Andrea Pessino, co-founder of Ready at Dawn, the guys that made Order 1886, explained why it never got a sequel. It wouldn't have been, or I can't read, it would have been an incredible sequel. We pitched the sequel to Sony, in fact, regardless of all this stuff, development issues. In a way, it was better that they passed, because if we thought we were going to be screwed before, man, with the sequel, we would have signed our life away. We were going to do it just because we wanted to deliver it to the players. He also mentions that the mock reviews for the Order internally did not reflect the critical reception afterwards. It was way higher. We're not talking Last of Us higher. We're talking, mid 70s. That's what we were getting. Interesting. Internal reviews were in the 70s. If you don't know, Order 1886, Metacritic, it landed in this low 60s. And part of it, you got to remember when it came out, February of 2015. One of the old school ways of seeing what the standards were like way back when, this is actually a trick I've used before. I go back and I look up old school Boogie videos, because Boogie, before he lost his mind and faked a bunch of stuff, it's a whole story. Before all of that, Boogie was like one of the main gaming YouTubers on the platform. So if you want to see what the most popular position was, because this is also something Boogie got in trouble for later, was that he always just kind of took the middle of the road position that was most popular, because he didn't want to rock the boat or upset anybody. And so if you ever want to see what the pop culture most popular position was at the time, you can look up a game or a topic and see what Boogie said about it way back when.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So much I agreed to be part of their promotional video. You may have seen that at your local GameStop. This game is currently mired in controversy, though, that's kind of derailed the entire thing, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that today. A fellow YouTuber with the account name PlayMeThrough uploaded a complete playthrough of the game, and this playthrough lasted right about 5 hours. On a Reddit thread, he said that the game took him right around 5 hours to beat, that in the end he did not feel that it had much replayability, that there was no new game plus, and that overall the game was relatively short. I want to talk to you about how I feel about short games, and I want to see what you think as well. Now,
so the whole scandal was that the game was way too short for what it was. It was graphically really impressive. Gameplay wasn't super deep, but it was really, really short. My bigger frustration with the Order 1886 is that it was so clearly set up for a sequel, and it ends on this weird, kind of cliffhanger thing. And it's just frustrating that it doesn't go anywhere and there was nothing more. So it's a game you play and it's short, but it's not a satisfying short. It's really frustrating. But I think it had a lot of potential. But as you can see, with this video at 378,000 views, a video like that from 9 years ago, 2015, that's a gaming news roundup video today doing 600, 700,000. That's a big video. And that was, part of what influenced a lot of people's perspective on it too. But yeah, anyway, the Order 1886 length issue, giggity. It was just very, very short. And it came out at a time when there was this feeling in the industry that games and companies were starting to prioritize cinematics. And I remember 2015, everything was all about QuickTime events and how sucky those were in games. They were sucking out gameplay and engagement for the sake of basically just being interactive movies. And so that was a big scandal at the time. So it was just the perfect game at the perfect time to define and exemplify a frustration a lot of gamers had. And it was kind of sacrificed at the altar of that. But it also, I think, was just unacceptably short for the price that it was. It was a $60 game that was could be finished in 4.5, 5 hours. I have a problem with it with Order 1886. I had a problem with it with Hellblade 2, which I think might have been 50. I don't remember, but still, I think if a game is that short, you shouldn't be surprised when players feel it's that short and kind of anticlimactic at the end of it. That's part of it that people find really frustrating.